starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. And for the Lakers, Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell, and it's Hibbert in at the center position. Here's Bazemore. Back to Teague. Poked away. Horford the pass to Bazemore. And a foul thrown on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Oh, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there. Right. You're going to have five guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Now, here's Clarkson. And here's Kobe from the arc, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Bazemore for three. Randall grabs the board.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectation.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with, and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the three.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age. They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster. And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive.
In this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Kobe with the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Here's Humphries. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard, and you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Warriors. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Lakers. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, nobody was calling on them to to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yeah, you know, Greg, it's been a shame for their fan base, too, because they haven't really had much to be optimistic about to this point.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Russell kicks to Williams. Again, Williams missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to Cleveland.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Mike Scott's checked in for the Hawks. Korver comes in for Kirk Heinrich. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he makes all 3. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams kicks to Russell. Outside, Kobe lets it go from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Outside Korver. Good if it goes. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And so far it's been a closely contested.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the free throw line has been a bonus as well. I mean, they've sought contact, and when the whistle blows, they're taking advantage.
We've got Lewis Williams. Larry Nance out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Huertas in at the guard position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders. And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
Lakers trailed by 6. Here's Bass. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3-point shot.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
The dish to Clarkson. This one for 3. The Lakers rebound. Goes back up. And another shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today from an earlier trip to the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Paul Millsap's checked in for Mike Scott. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Kobe's checked in for Lou Williams. And Kobe throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Nance kicks to Kobe. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll get them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kyle Korver. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Pass to Schroeder. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 11th in free throw percentage. 11th in fewest turnovers per game. And not going too well in the rebounding category. The bottom third of the NBA. They've got plenty of work to do to get that number up.
And the Hawks making a change here. Scott's checked in. Russell. And the Lakers with another miss.
And Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 10 points in the game. Russell passes to Clarkson. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kobe, no good.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
They've been strong on the board. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. But still, anybody's game.
From deep. Oh, he got half down the three-pointer. Go ahead to the line.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all. Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Hibbert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert. Who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper-echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
Here's Russell, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Brandon Bass's checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. And Nick Young is subbed in for Kobe.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Let's take them back.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Good game for Kobe. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Bazemore at the small forward. Offensive rebound, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And he gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Utah Jazz.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here is a peek at the teams that have dominated defensively in the paint since the All-Star break. The Hawks, number 1.
Kevin, they've had a terrific inside game since the halfway point of the season, especially in terms of defense because they've protected the paint and everybody's been on the same page.
Here's Huertas. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception. You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Russell kicks to Williams. Randall against Millsap. Millsap with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Bazemore for 3. Cannot hit. And the Lakers take it the other way.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Korver kicks the tee. Back to Korver. The second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Korver's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers trail by 6. Outside, Russell. Kelly dishes to Russell. And the Lakers with another miss.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Korver with the ball.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open 3.
Timeout called the Lakers. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician. So good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Took him no time at all on that one. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. The Hawks leading by 6. And here's Schroeder. He's got 10. Didn't think that was going to go in.
Dennis Schroeder.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Again, Russell missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here is Cephalosha. Defense right on him. That one a little long.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession. Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Schroeder. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks lead by 7. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdowns for the Hawks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves, more than a few of their baskets. Oh, yeah! You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Humphries. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The shot's good from Nance.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Feeds to Bazemore. He dishes it to Schroeder from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Burgess. They grab their own miss. Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Hibbert.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter.
Hawks making a switch here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Korver. T right on him. Shoots. The rebound by Nance.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Teague for 3. Atlanta gets it back. Horford against Bass. Second shot opportunity, and the basket by Horford. And the Hawks lead by 6.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Bazemore grabs the miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 6. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Lakers with some changes. Off the inbound. No good off the front iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
T. And the shot is good. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
He had almost a free run to the hoop that time, Kevin. I mean, that was too easy.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Millsap misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Goes up on the wing. Connects. The jumper drops.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Teague. The long distance 3 is buried.
Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Way beyond the line there. That's just a sweet stroke.
Atlanta leading by 7. From deep. No good. Nice D from Russell.
Would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
That's blocked. The pass to Clarkson. Launches it. Count it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he beat up?
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Kobe. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks shooting 40% from the field. Teague for three. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Poked away. Stolen by Clarkson.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what you're taking.
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Bart?
Well, I don't think he set that decision in stone and anchored in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
19 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Nance. Here's Bazemore. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Brett.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment. And crazy finish.